Good evening, everybody. Before, when we was in the house of the parents of Manuela asked me a question about pain. So I told her that I will explain about the way that how can we learn from the pain. It was one time in the time of the Buddha, it was one time one father, he was very, very rich, and he had two sons, elder and younger. And in the time that before when the father died, he take all the property, all the money, everything that he have, and he give it to the elder son. So the younger son stay without anything. The elder became rich. And then one time it happened that the Buddha, he go to this village and he give a lecture. And then this man, the rich man, the elder son, he come to listen to the Dhamma talk. And then the Buddha, he could see the people, and then he noticed this person, he have the intelligence, he can understand if I talk directly to him, because the Buddha can read the mind of the people. So the Buddha started to explain that whatever we have in this life, whatever property we have, it doesn't matter how much we have, we never take it with us in the next life. He explained that actually the material things, it's not the real thing that make us happy. But if our mind is clean and we are pure, then we can be really happy. This man, he hear this and say, come on, I have all this property, but what I will do with this? I never take it with me when I die. Why don't I be a monk? I want to be a monk with the Buddha, and I want to practice very intensively like he teach. So he came back home and he said to his brother, my dear brother, I want to give you all my things, I'm going to be monk, I don't need anything. So he gives the things to the brother, and then he come to the Buddha, he said, please teach me what to do. So Buddha, he teach him about walking meditation, sitting meditation, tell him go to the jungle, practice there. So he go there and he start to practice. And the time passed, and slowly what happened is that the younger boy, he became married. The wife was very, very afraid. She was very, very fear, a lot of touch to this property. Start to think for herself, this brother is now a monk. Maybe sometimes he will get enough from this monkhood, and then he will come back home. And then he want again all the things that we have. No good for us. And then she think what to do, how not to make this brother can come back home. So she think, oh, he's alone. He stay. Nobody know about him. He don't have anything. Why I don't send someone? He will kill him, and nobody will listen. And don't know anything about him. He disappear. So she sent people to kill the brother. The brother already, because he hear the Buddha, he have so much faith. He say, I must do it. Must practice very intensively. I must clean my mind. He was sitting meditation at night like this.
So wie vorgeführt.
And then suddenly he hear and then what is this? Who is this coming to me at night? He started to shout, who is this? What do you want? So they come to him, oh, we are the murderer, we come to kill you. The sister from your brother, she sent us to kill you because you want to come back to take the money. Shakespeare. This is Molière. You see this from Molière? How to say the men that don't want to give the money. Forgot for this. Never mind, it's not important. Anyway, it's like this, and then they come. So he come and say to them, what do you want? You come to me now, I'm practicing meditation. You don't come to disturb me. You come in the morning. I'm only monk, I don't want the money, I'm only sitting here, you don't disturb me. I say, what you come in the morning? You want to trick us? You run away in the night and then we come, we don't see you anymore? So you say, but I didn't finish my task. I want to get enlightenment. You come to disturb me now? You come in the morning.
Okay.
You say, no, you will run away. So he takes the big stone, and then he boom, break his leg. And then he takes boom, break his leg. And a lot of blood and pain, so much. And very, very painful, because he has a lot of intention. He said, I don't give up. I must do it. If they kill me, I didn't finish. And he starts to acknowledge pain, 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 feeling, feeling, feeling. He said, now I cannot run away. You come back in the morning. They go, and then he continues like this, suffer so much, and acknowledge pain, 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 all the pain and all the worry and everything, and in the morning he gets enlightened. So actually, when he enlightened, he don't care anymore about this, if they kill him or not kill him. Because when the mind is clean, the person don't care anymore about dying. And this is important, to acknowledge the pain, 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 disliking, because the pain is one of the great teachers for us. That's why in English there is a saying, no pain, no gain. Without pain, we don't get anything. Actually, sometimes people coming, they say, oh, very nice meditation, very... Say what they can learn from this. No possible that people will sit, if they really practice Vipassana, no possible that they will sit and no pain coming. We make difference between two kinds of pain. Some people have pain all the time, some kind of sickness. For example, on legs or backs or whatever, they have to adjust the sitting or the walking because of the sickness. We say this is real pain, this is pain from sickness. But mostly we sit meditation after maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, pain start to come up. Our teacher used to ask us, why you are coming to me now, you don't have pain. When you are practicing, you have pain. Lampang used to ask us, our teacher, when I'm coming and I complain about the pain, he used to ask us, why when you are practicing you have the pain, but now you don't have the pain? Because it's not a real pain. It's teacher is coming to teach you. If we look at the pain, we can see how much anger we have inside, how much worry we have inside, how much attached we have inside, how much impatience we have inside, how much confidence, missing confidence we have inside, how much jealousy, how much envy we have inside, how much judging we have inside. Many, many things the pain can teach us. One of the great teachers for us is the pain. This is about the pain. You have any questions, something?
What about a person, it's a kind of a practical question, what if a person is disabled, for example, and maybe cannot walk? How can the person progress without doing the walking meditation?
You see, if he can walk with a walking stick, we let him walk with a walking stick. If sometimes there is things with the wheels, if he can walk on this way, we let him walk in this way.
And if he cannot walk at all?
One man I took care about him, he couldn't walk. He was on the sitting, and then I teach him. He has a problem with the legs, because the doctor said we have to cut your legs. He had polio when he was a child. When he was not child, when he was about 18, he had a polio. You know polio? But then he overcome the polio, and then he already was 83, something like this. So it was affected by the polio, that the blood started to not to go into the legs.
Was 83 then?
He was there because the symptoms of the sickness from 18 just was when he was old, and then they have to cut one leg. Before I met him, they took out one leg. He was staying only with one leg, then he used wheelchair. And then slowly the doctor said you have to cut the second leg. He said, no way, I don't cut another leg. The wife called me. He said, the blood don't go to your leg. Slowly it will be dangerous. It can continue to all your body. We have 2 weeks before the operation. And then I teach him rising, falling. This is the legs, this is the knee. Eben, senken. Eben, but with mindfulness, with concentration. And then the legs, therefore. Eben, senken. Eben, senken. With mindfulness. Not only moving exercise. only counting, not with the time, but counting. I said to them, you make, how many times you do every day? It was very important for him, because he going to cut the legs, so it was very important to him. So he was already practicing. He cannot, so sitting he can do. But almost he cannot move, so we have to do other things. Very fast. And then after 2 weeks he has to go to do the operation. But before making the operation they have to check, to do anesthesia, to do all these things, to make him sleeping, all these things, to know where this blood go finish, and then to know if to cut here, which place to cut. So the doctor come check. I don't know what you are doing, but you continue doing it. Go back home. 50% blood already start to go. You see how things change. It's not mean. We can do what we can do. When I was, after I start to practice meditation, I go with a motorcycle, and then I go on the night. And it was the city, they come to fix the floor, the road, but they didn't make any sign, they didn't fix it in the correct way, and everything dark there. I couldn't see anything. So I drive with the motorcycle, and the wheels go into this hole. I fly 30 meters. I break the legs. One of the dangerous. They make to me the gips, you say, all the legs like this. They have to put it with a wire. So I was in the hospital about 3 o'clock at night. So this leg was functioning. Neck, bend, nach vorne, drohen, because there is the side of the, you are sleeping like this, and this is the size of the bed. So I raise my leg, I stretch it, I touch it, and then after the accident I make 5 minutes only, and this, but first I make I'm laying down. This 3 times. This is Achterverbeugung. And it's very difficult to move the hand because you not correct. Nobody see me. Why don't the students run away? Why you don't make corrective? And then I'm laying down, my legs like this. I cannot make rising, falling, sitting. I make eben, senken, legen, beruhen, eben, senken, legen, beruhen. 5 minutes, and then I make break a little bit, and then I increase for 10 minutes. Some kind, everything mindfulness. I wash myself in the bed. I was teaching meditation, so many students, they need me, and the people, they're sleeping in the room, other people, and I'm helping to other people in the telephone. I almost died yesterday. They tell me about the problem. No, I'm miserable, I have no problem. Just acknowledge everything. And I almost died. You see, this is awesome. And then after they send, this is one of the, when I come to the hospital, the doctor, he look at the camera, how to say, the photo, make a photo, smiling this and then he look at this, he say, oh, you come to make me something like relax me. So he say, oh, after 6 months, now I put for you this, tomorrow I make for you the operation, because it's very dangerous, it's not only break, it's also go inside. So we say you have to make all here, and to make tack, 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 to take it out, and then this, and then after 6 months, and then I put for you another gift, and then after 6 months I have to start to teach you to walk. No, it was 10 o'clock at night. He's so busy, so many people around. Come on, what is this? So I know that the most important is to make him relax. So I told them, no problem, I sign for you, whatever. No, you see, no problem, we take care. I said, no problem, whatever, I sign for you. Because I knew that he is the doctor. I can sleep only 6 months, 8 months I can sleep, but he has to work. So I make him relax all the time. So I try to make him relax. I say, no problem, I trust you. You are the doctor, you have experience. I will sign for you everything. And then I asked the nurse to bring me a bucket with water inside to wash myself. And after 2 days, they say you can go back home. Say, I don't know, but the nature make better. I cannot make better than already what the nature make. Something like no need operation. So they bring me the woman that show how to walk with the stick. So I turn, moving, turning, lowering, touching. Then I can make it by myself already. Very important. Very important. Sometimes we are in a certain situation, not good situation. We have to be relaxed. We have to be neutral. We should not follow all the fear, all these things. You see, very important to learn from the pain so much. Any position of body you can be mindful. It doesn't mean we are doing mindful walking meditation in this way, if it's possible. We do with a stick, if it's possible. We do on the chair with the movement of the legs, if it's possible. We do in laying meditation like this, if it's possible. If we don't have legs, maybe we do all this. When they take the sticks, also eben, forward, senken, beruhen, jumping. Yeah, because they put this and then jumping. This is from experience, I'm telling you. I practice like this at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at night. I go to the kitchen, nobody knows, because I stay that time with my brother and Sam. No. So I don't want to disturb them. Jumping. One of the reasons we are practicing meditation is in the moment of dying. If people, they will be ahsam in the moment of dying, boom, the mind jumps much better. You see, you see the face, really relax. Not, you can see the difference. When people suffering, when they die, when people are happy. Like this. Very interesting to see in the moment of dying. That's why we have to give them instruction to remind them good things they have done in the past, in their life. You can talk with them in the moment that they are dying. Oh, how you make this? You remember we go, we give this, we help to this. They can remember this is boom. We work in the mind in the moment of dying. They go better place. And tell them to be mindful. You pay attention. Just relax with the eben, senken, eben, senken. Even just laying down. But I don't say that walking meditation is no important. Because every exercise like this, we have reason we are doing it. You see, mindful prostration, we call it recall the mindfulness, to be bring the mindfulness here and now. Because we come back from the shopping, we come back from whatever, yeah, the mind is still there. When we do mindful prostration, we tell the mind, now you be here, I want to start to practice. Now, when we are doing walking meditation, we get 5 things in the walking meditation. Walking meditation, building energy and effort. Usually people lazy, they do only sitting. They don't want to do walking. No, they lay down. Usually cover themselves also. What do you mean? I'm practicing meditation. I only cover because it's cold outside. Not actually running away, don't want to do. So when we are making walking, we are getting more energy and effort. Walking meditation brings us the ability in the future to walk longer distance. We are building the patience. We can walk long distance, no problem. Walking meditation, building the mindfulness and the concentration. Walking meditation, improving the digestive system and blood system. Sometimes the heart beats boom, 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 or the blood, something boom. Sometimes book, or book. You can learn. Maybe. And then this is the last thing. the walking meditation is curing sickness. People come from India with problem in the stomach, they go doctor, don't find anything what to cure them. Meditation can cure them. Fix my legs. I couldn't sit, and I sit lotus long time, no problem. If I don't practice Vipassana, I maybe wheelchair today. So fixing this, blood pressure, sugar, migraine, okay, different things like this, how you call it, allergy. So this is it. And one thing is more, walking meditation, you get wisdom also. Practicing walking meditation, they gain some kind of wisdom. Sometimes we walk meditation, say, oh, I should not make to this and this like this. Why make this? Oh, this is no good. I cannot. This is sometimes we start to the idea coming. We have to do something. We have idea what to do. In the walking meditation, it's coming.
Nice.
Solve problems. But we have to stop it to acknowledge it. We should not follow. And then we come and making sitting meditation. Sitting meditation, actually we close the eyes. We close more the sense doors. So we take the mindfulness and the concentration, we bring them up into eye wisdom. So that's why these three things, they support each other. It's like a step. Don't change between them. We try not to make break. We try to do them in the same place. Wisdom that we gain by meditation, we call it Bhavana Mayapanya. Bhavana is developing. And this is the insight we gain. This is actually the highest kind of wisdom. It's the only kind of wisdom which can help to our mind suffering. Because we have another two kinds of wisdom. One kind of wisdom is the wisdom that you will gain when we are reading, when we are listening, when we Dhamma talk or whatever. We can memorize things. This we call Sutta Mayapanya. It means the wisdom that we gain by memory, by hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, feeling. Actually, this is knowledge, it's not wisdom. The second kind of wisdom is Jinta Mayapanya. It means Jinta, it means thinking. This is the intelligence. For example, I learn about this is material like this, maybe this is plastic and this is iron. If I combine between them, I can make the hammer. They teach me if I take this and this, I make like this, and then people, they develop maybe the light, they develop the Aichung, they develop by intelligence, they develop things. So this is the second kind of wisdom or knowledge. And then if we talk about this, these two kinds, they can help the body, but they cannot really help the mind. For example, if I'm hungry, I can go to work, I can have money, I can buy food, or I can build for myself the house, or I can make the heater or air condition or whatever. But it's not really can let me ability to overcome anger, worry, doubt, lazy, craving that make me suffer. This is what I say, only by just to look at the nature, we are learning to overcome the nature. These three kinds of wisdom. Sutta Mayapanya, by hearing things, Jinta Mayapanya, by thinking, and Bhavana, which is practicing. Do you have any question?
So, but isn't it like this, that first we have to hear about the Dhamma or the teaching, then we have to think about it, and then we can start to practice?
That's correct, because why we say the way is built by actually three things. It's called Pariyati and Patipati and Patiwet. I talk only about these two to make it more easy. Pariyati and Patipati should go together. Pariyati, it means learning. When we are reading, we have to do. Even now, I teach you how to do Phrakhrubhāvanābidhān. I teach you how to make walking. I explain you what is the Vipassana, who teach the Vipassana. This is already Pariyati. We make reports, you advise, or maybe sometimes not for me, you other teacher, or maybe by the book. You improve the things, you prove yourself. This is Pariyati, by learning. And the second thing is Patipati. Patipati, it means practicing. The way should be built by both of them. But should be balanced. Everything should be balanced. You know, in our temple, there is library. It was library because I'm talking about the past temple. And we have science paper, it's written there. Our teachers recommend us to read 1 hour, but to practice 2 hours. More important to practice. If you don't improve it by yourself, if you don't see it by yourself, you can read, but it's not. How many books you need to read so you can swim? You know, one teacher, he give some story. I don't know, maybe part of you, you hear this story. Talking about one professor, very big one. He was making the trip from one place to another place by the boat. And then he's walking on the big boat, and then you see some men very dirty and clothes cut and this, and he's cleaning the floor of the boat. It's very, very big in the university. Many students he has this. He knows so much. He come to the man that's cleaning and so dirty, and he's proud. Come to the man that's cleaning and so dirty. He ask him, do you know what is mean biology? Say, what do you mean? What is this word? Say, biology. I don't know what you mean. Maybe kind of food. You lose your 50% from your life, you lose. And then after some time, this man is cleaning everything so dirty and so black man already. Do you know astronomy? Say, what do you mean? I don't know what you mean. What is this thing? You lose another 25% from your life. And then after some time he comes and says, do you know meteorology? So what do you mean? What is this word? Every day you come, you ask me this strange word, I don't know. Yeah, 30% from your life. And then they continue with the boat going on the ocean. And then suddenly big storm, the wind starting, the ship starting to go like this almost, and the boat starting to sink. So this black man, he come, he threw it, the stick from his hand, he come to this professor and said, do you know swimmiology? He said, no, I don't know to swim. So this man, black man, he said, you lose all your life, and then jump into the water. And he said, what mean talking too much? One time one man, he came to me. He started to tell me about this and this, impermanent suffering, non-self, what, new man, he come, somewhere it was in the world. And I said, wow, what I can teach him? What should I teach him? I don't know. How many years already is in the Dharma? I don't know. What should I teach him? Maybe in this way I can learn from him. And then after a few weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, he come to me cry. His wife go with another man. I didn't say anything to him, but I thought, what is all the things he told me that day? One time, one man in the time of the Buddha, he come to enlightened person. It's Sotapan, we call it. It's just beginner. And then he started to tell to the enlightened person, to ask him questions, something about philosophy or whatever.
What?
So another person said, I don't know. So this Sotapan started to laugh about him. And then he asked him another question. But the enlightened person said, I don't know. I don't have idea what is how to answer you. I don't know. So the Sotapan joke about them. There are 2 monks. Like this, he has started asking questions, but the answer, I don't know. I don't have idea. So they thought what to do, how to solve this problem. He's asking so much, the other one is an enlightened person, but he don't know all this philosophy. So the Sotapan, he reads so much, he has a lot of knowledge. So they go to the Buddha, and then they told the Buddha this situation. So the Buddha, he looked at both of them, and he asked questions about the behavior of enlightened person. How, I don't know, how you brush your teeth. Something, simple things about the life of the person that get enlightenment. So the Sotapan, it's not written in the book, how can I know? So the enlightened person just said about himself, how he's living. So the Buddha said, you see the difference? Pity. You have the chance. Tomorrow I'm going.
When somebody is dying, like giving him some basic instructions, like him saying, and maybe reminding him about all the good things he has done. Is this all you are doing, or is there something else sometimes you are doing to the people dying?
It depends. Sometimes it depends your relationship to the person. It depends on the understanding of the person. If is understanding about Dhamma, because sometimes they don't agree, they don't want, they think we are crazy people, what is this, another sect, we are doing sect, or believe God, or Buddha, Shmuddha, they don't believe all these things, so you cannot teach them, you cannot tell them be ahsan. So it depends on the person. Sometimes they have pain, they don't like people touch them. Sometimes they want to feel comfortable, or that you make them vertrauen, huh? So they want you to touch the hand for them. Sometimes you can touch the belly and you tell them, oh, Eben Zenken, Eben Zenken. You ask them to ask them. Sometimes you should not touch them. Sometimes you can just sit and send Mary to them. Different. Sometimes you cannot. Sometimes you can talk with them. Sometimes you will not be able to talk with them. Maybe the family is there. They think you're crazy. So you pretend you don't do anything. You just send. But in your mind you send Mary to them. Different situation. Different. If you be mindful, you know exactly how to act. Sometimes Tana teach me also. We touch these thumbs. We send them blessing, like send them energy, like Reiki and healing. Also working, you can do it to them. Reiki and healing, if anyone knows, because today it's more famous. Many people know how to do. But the best, if you can, if they cooperate with you, they agree, and you teach them, no problem, just acknowledge pain, or rising, falling. This is the best. And to remind them, let them all the time in the memory good things that they have done. Because we have some reason to practice Vipassana. One of them is when we are mindful in the moment of dying, the mind jumping better. But the most bad thing for us to do is to be sad. The most bad thing for us is to cry there, to be sorry there. If you go with someone on the street and suddenly he fell down, he don't need you cry. He need you to be strong. He don't need to sit and to help to you now. He need your help. So you be strong. We think sometimes, mostly we think if we don't cry, so we are bad people. If there are another family, they need our help. They don't need we sit and cry with them. Silence.
What is in the case that you maybe have an accident, not necessarily, but being in a coma, you know, not being conscious, and so nobody can reach you, and so
how do you know nobody can reach you?
This is kind of my question.
Sometimes they go coming, going. Sometimes they see us. They stay up, they cannot go in. Sometimes they get awake for one moment, they go. For us, they are still alive, they're okay. We talk with them, we don't consider anything. They are for us, everything is okay. The machine is working, the body is working, even sleepy. We consider they are everything okay. I talk with them normal, everything. One moment before he died, their wife started to sing him a song, and then, like this, not breathing. Tear come up. Song like a childhood, she sings. There was 80 something. Yeah? They invite me because I'm a monk. I don't know what. Many of them invite me on this case, dying or whatever. They invite me, and then one person he come, and then after a few hours they die. When I come, after a few days, after a few hours they die. Something like they get permission to go. And then the wife start to sing a lullaby or something like the mother used to sing to him. He already 80 something years old. The tears come out. But then, like this. In the medicine, they fix the time. They say, if 1 year the man is in coma, it's mean dying already.
In the medicine?
Can take out everything. 2 years before, I don't know, I think it was should be long time already, because I think it was before I became a monk. Their husband and wife, they like each other very much in England. They was very old already. I don't know, something 70 something, 80 or whatever. The husband became, they love each other so much. They was, I think, Christian. Yeah. So they believe in the heaven and the hell. So the wife sits near the husband all the time. He's sitting. He gets into coma and he lay down in the hospital like this. Yeah, and the wife waiting. And then she say, after, I don't know, more than 1 year like this, she say, okay, you already maybe kaput. Maybe I will suicide. I go and I meet him in the heaven. It was long time before, so maybe if I wrong something, after 1 hour after the suicide, he wake up. Where is my wife? This is the first question he asked. You see? We talk with them. Even sometimes they just go. They see, sometimes operation. Yeah, one woman, just few. I don't know. I think now in this time one woman she told me, then she go to make operation. She found herself looking. She see how the doctor making the operation for her, and then after come back again and go wow, come back a few times during the time of the operation. She wanted to tell me about this and also to explain that it was easy for her because when she out from the body, she's not suffering so much. She's not fighting, but she can then come back again. Doesn't matter. The body is still working. We talk with them normally. We help till the end. It's no different. It's just this matter of memory. That's why sometimes we don't remember. It's very important. You're learning all these things. It's very important. This is part of the life, Birth is part of the life. Dying is also part of the life. The Tibet monks, they are learning a lot about all these things. How to treat after dying, before dying, how to lead the people before dying. Mostly for us, we not study so much about it. I worked with it sometimes, that's why I know. Something like 16 years I'm already working with this kind of work. That's why I have experience also from the Buddhism side and also from my work. And sometimes I give a lecture in Israel. We make courses there.
Why is it like this? While my parents already passed away, while they have been alive, they didn't feel close to me. Now they are dead, and it feels like they are much closer to me. They are in my dreams. It feels that they are around me. Is there an explanation for this?
You see, this is because of your feelings. You understand? Your feeling changed. You understand? That time that I was alive, you feel something about them. Sometimes you miss them, sometimes you regret, sometimes you're afraid, sometimes you think maybe you was not correct. That's why now you feel, you get them in different ways. In your memory, let's say, in your thinking. Sometimes you think, oh, maybe I didn't make enough for them. That's why you just send them merit, huh? May you go to better place, may you be happy.
So like the last dream was that I came home and I wanted to kiss her and she didn't want it and just turned away, so this is coming up.
This is your thinking, your memory, your perceptions, the way that you see the things, your fear, your anger, your worry, your whatever, your greed. All these things is between you and yourself. Between you and yourself.
So it's not only for me, also for my children and also for my former husband and like for all three of us. It feels like since they are dead, like the parents or the grandparents, that they are more present and sometimes feeling like nervous or afraid or something like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you probably will not see there. There is a book, black book. It's called Melinda Pan'a. Melinda Pan'a. It means the equations. Pan'a it means problems or equations. It's the equation of the king Melinda. Melinda, he was a king, Greek king. About, I don't know, something like 300 years or 200 years after the Buddha. And he liked very much debate. He liked to ask questions and to argue very much. Philosophic. Whatever he asked questions, nobody can answer to him. He can beat everyone. Still come one monk, enlightened monk from the Buddha. He was named Nagasena. And Nagasena could answer all his questions. One of the questions he asked, what is dream? how the Buddhism described dream. What happened in the dream? So Nagasena said that dream is not, actually it's not the time when we are really sleepy and not the time that we awake. It's something like in between. It's happened because something disturbed our sleeping. Maybe someone calling you, or you like this, or maybe you feel cold, the wind coming, disturbing you, or what, something disturb, or get information somehow, and then the sleepy finished. Sometimes people say, oh, I saw my son, he go into the train and it was accident, oh, the airplane fell down, wow, so much worry. They're sure because they dream, they can see the future. No, because then I say it's no future, no nothing. It's just your mind and you're thinking and you're worried too much.
But what about, it's said that there's the kind of the seventh sense, that you feel something, that you, not prediction in the future, but you have kind of a feeling.
That's why I say send merit, send merit, send merit. You have to send the merit, send the merit. May you go better place, may you be happy. When you send merit, first of all, you relax yourself. When you send merit, you will be able to overcome your worry. When you send merit, you will be able to overcome or to push away your anger, if you have anger through someone. When you send merit, you will help other people. You make peace with other people. When you send merit, you will help other people. Very, very important, in your case, to send merit. This is the sign that you get now. To send a lot of merit to them, to your father and your mother. We say sometimes they are coming because they are asking for merit, something like this. If you're practicing meditation, you will be more sensitive to understand what people need. It is different than getting into superstitious. People go on the house and then, oh, they're hiding this. Oh, behind this, no, nobody. What you mean? Kaput? You understand? No need to worry, but send the merit. Opposite, we should not feel afraid, we should be strong. You see, nobody wants to hurt us. Even in the jungle, the monk, they are practicing there, they don't afraid from the animals. They can see the animals, they don't afraid. They see the snakes. I was practicing the snakes, big snakes. He was sitting, I was so happy I was practicing it. I can show you.
The snakes?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
very nice.
Yeah? Okay. Understand? Answer to the question?
So what is your recommendation if somebody died, what to do directly afterwards?
Like I said, you send a merit, may you go to better place. You mean when he lay down, in the moment that you sit nearby him? Not necessary to touch the body in this moment. If you are already staying nearby him, send the merit. May you go better place, may you be happy, may you will reborn as a human being. Come close to us and practice Vipassana. Like this. So you direct them, something like show them the way. No need to touch the body.
Is it possible if somebody is reborn to then reach him? Like when my grandma, she died, afterwards, in the beginning she was very present and I sent her merits, but now she has gone, she's away, I don't think about her so much any longer.
You will meet her anyway.
Sure.
You will not necessarily remember. So if you practice strong concentration, you can remember. You can go, this boy is my grandma.
No, I wanted to have a confirmation of the feeling I had. So, like, I finished. I felt that now it's okay for both of us, and so I've finished with the practice, and also I don't think so much about it, and now it feels...
It's okay, that's fine.
Yeah?
No problem. Yeah. We should not be attached to anyone.
She wants to know that in the moment when she, for her, it got okay and felt that she does not have to send merit anymore and everything, that this was maybe the moment where her grandmother was reborn.
Okay.
Can this? No. She wants to know if it's like this.
If it can be
Or
like
if
this.
it can be.
Yeah, she will reborn immediately. There is no waiting list. Buddhism, in the Buddhism there is no birthday. Every moment is birthday. You eat breakfast and then you go toilet and then you go take the lunch and then you eat the apple and you drink the water and then you and you wash your hands too, and your body rising, ceasing all the time. Yeah. After 7 years, your body changed totally. Not the same body anymore. Happens.
I thought between dying and being reborn, there's a phase or time span, and it's not directly.
Not by the way of Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma said it immediately. The mind going to attach. Immediately, we attach all the time to the body. I don't want to die. When I lose this body, immediately I hold another body. It depends on the karma, let's say, on the stage of wisdom that you are. I don't go exactly to the process, but I just for the logic I will explain you. Suppose I come into the house, so I want to eat, I go to the kitchen, and then I want to do something, I go to the toilet, and then I want to meet the people, I go to the dining, into the the living room. I want to go to sleep, I go to the bedroom, and then I wake up in the morning, go to the kitchen. You see, all the time I change my place. It depends on my understanding in its moment. Actually, what really happens, it depends on the karma. If, for example, too much greed, it's another situation. People, good mind. Good mind, also angels can be. Mostly happy. Happy, but also disliking, we know, suffering, we know. Maybe stupidity, maybe dog, cat. This is our mind understanding. It can all different kind of body. Kind of the body that it can catch is either like animals from water, like, I don't know, insects or amoeba or things like this. They have to live in the water, in the mud. If the mud or water dry, they will die. This is kind of body that we can catch. Our mind can catch body that go into the eggs, like snakes, like crocodile, like chicken or birds. Can go into the womb. This is the third kind already. Womb, it's like the stomach, huh? Yeah, like human being, like animals, like dog, cat. And there is another stage, we call it body big right away, like angels. This is we cannot see because this is not physical body. People have strong concentration, they can see them. Usually this is angels and human beings, this is good mind. Actually we are sitting now and talking, maybe we think that we know each other for years. But actually it can be that we know each other many reincarnations before. The Buddha say if you go on the street and by accident you hit someone, oh sorry, minimum 500 reincarnation you meet this person, or if you look at them, we meet, we go and separate, and then that's why we meet good way. We should meet in the good way. We go in the good way, we separate good way, and then meet again. How many times I go to Israel, I come back, go to India, we come back all the time. We are meeting like this. And this I got you because some words I know. You don't trust me.
So I have a question, maybe a little bit ironical. So is this a reason that monks are not allowed to touch somebody, so in future they will not meet anyone again?
Actually, in Israel, you know, they are hugging and kissing and leave me alone. One man, he come to me and I go like this and 500 reincarnation. Actually, he said to me, I hitchhike with you, something like you go to Nirvana, I catch you.
He wanted to know if this is really what Marita said, the reason for not touching. So why you cannot touch a monk, or why should monks and nuns not touch people?
Why they should not?
Yeah.
What do you mean should not? Why they...
Yeah.
Just a matter of tradition. In Thailand, it's not a matter of monk or man. They don't touch. They do sawadika.
In
Tradition is to shake hands. In Israel, I know they are hugging each other. Yeah, the Muslim I know they could. So 4 times, I don't know how many times. Yeah? This is a matter of tradition. We are prostrating. Actually, it's written in the book. Yeah, they say in the book it's written that, for example, they explain how the man, he come in the front of the Buddha, he wanted to ask him a question, and he was sitting on one side, and then he prostrate 3 times, and these things is mentioned, and he sit on the Buddha sit on the way that the sun is rising on him like this. And that's how we know where to put the Buddha, how you should prostrate. It's written in the book how they was acting in that time. But this is just a matter of tradition. We have examples of touching, but actually it's not only touching. When you see someone eye to eye, when you look at someone, it's already long meeting. So the Buddha gets enlightenment. Shortly after this, his father invited him home. So the Buddha finished to eat, and then someone took him all the house to show him the palace where he was living before. And then suddenly they open the door and they see the wife of the Buddha. The man, he said to the Buddha, you see, when you left home, she know that you shave your head. She also shaved her head. You know, when she hear that you give up your clothes and you put robes on you, she changed into white. Also, she dressed like this. The Buddha said, no, she don't follow me only now. We go together a long time already. Coronation. Understand? So we don't know how many reincarnations we're already going together. Sometimes we can remember, maybe we was Indian people running, hunting, I don't know what kind of animals there in the jungle of America. We cannot remember. And for example, the father and mother and the children. It's not mean that past life also father and mother and children. Sometimes the children, there was father and mother. Sometimes there was, I don't know, other kind of relationship or whatever, grandmother or grandfather or whatever. That's why sometimes the mother and father, or they help the children, for example. This is karma, they have to pay back. So the children, they don't happy about it. Why they make to me, I hate my father, I don't like my mother, he make to me bad things. Then we take revenge on them. Come on, this is karma, you have to pay to say goodbye. Just to be happy together and finish. Forgiveness. We should learn to forget and forgive. Past is past. We should learn to love each other. Not to take revenge and to hate and to blame and to do other things to each other. Anger are not solved by anger. Anger is solved by love and kindness. You cannot finish the war by another war. You have to finish the war by peace. Other thing? Thank you very much. I wish you all find the real happiness. Whenever you invite me again, I will be very happy to come back. Sorry that this time it was only short time. Whatever I can give, most welcome anytime. Use me anytime. And I want to say thank you very much for the invitation that you invited. It's my pleasure to come back home again and again. You know why Ajahn Tong built this temple? You know, Ajahn is practicing already many years. He's 86, I think now, 85. He can remember a past life. And he was here before. That's why he built here this temple. That's why he come to build the temple in Germany, to give back to the place. He holding the self. We are holding self. Every time, I'm this, I'm that, I'm Israeli, I'm B. Yeah, we are just a creature. Actually, all the world is our house, but actually nothing is belong to us. This earth was long time before I came to the birth. In one way, I can say, how can I say this belong to me? You know, one time the English people, they come and they catch in America there, They come and they wanted to occupy one land, but the Indian people that was living there. But the soldier, he was the the big soldier. He was so wise. He said, "I will go to the chief and I will buy for him the land." The chief of these people, the Indian people, they was living so long time there. The American man, he is so wise. He comes and say, "I give him so much money. I can buy for him the land," and I chase them away. Because they are primitive. These people, they are living so on the ground. They are eating from the floor. While I show them the money, they so much like the money. Immediately they give me the land. This was real story. And then this American man, the soldier with the gun, with all the money, coming to the chief, the primitive chief, and give him the money.
And
he said, "Let me buy from you the land." So this chief, he looked at him and said, "What do you want me to sell to you? The tree? The wind? The air that I'm breathing? Maybe this sand? Or maybe this stone? Maybe the spirits of my father and my mother, they are all running here. I'm just sitting here, but it doesn't belong to me. This is nature. You don't need to buy from me. Why don't you come? You stay together. This is nature. You're welcome. What should I sell to you? The soul of my father? Or maybe the wind and the sky that's going here." The American people, they think, what is these crazy people? What they are talking about? Stupid. Primitive. Takes on them how many hundreds of years to understand what this chief understand them. Then you have real freedom.
Thank you very much that you come to us and that you stay now for good 2 weeks with us. And we make a very intense time with you. I'm really happy.
I appreciate that you use it in the proper way. Use it before it will not be.